Please set up your notes with the goal of simplify and solve equations with variables on one side of an equation. We're going to put together quite a few lessons that we've had before into solving what's not even a level 1 or level 2, but we could even call it a level 3, where we have the variable in more than one place. So looking at the directions from page 130, on our first example, we don't need to use the distributive property, so I'm just going to put a line through that. Next, I'm going to combine like terms. Before we can solve this mystery, we need to combine the 3m with negative 8m. So we'll do that first, and we'll also combine the constants. 6 combines with 9. Then that will turn it into a two-step equation, and we'll just backtrack. So 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So that simplifies to negative 5m. 6 plus 9. Here, I'm going to back that up and play it again because something happened with that. So 3 minus 8 is negative 5m, and 6 plus 9 is 15. There we go. Negative 5m plus 15 equals negative 20. So there was a number. It was multiplied by negative 5, and 15 was added to it. It became negative 20. So we backtrack that by subtracting 15 from both sides. We get negative 35. And then dividing by negative 5. A negative divided by a negative has a positive quotient. So the answer is 7. M is equal to 7. And just looking at our list, we combine like terms and then we solve the remaining equation. Next one, we're going to have to use the distributive property, so we're going to start with that, just kind of off to the side. We're going to simplify 4 copies of 3x minus 2. So we're just going to ignore the rest of the equation and just simplify this part. It's 12x minus 8. Now we're going to rewrite the equation. 0 equals, instead of using the parentheses, we're going to write 12x minus 8, and the rest of it, minus 5x plus x. And so we've done the step 1 out of 3. Now we have to combine all like terms. So the x's are like terms, and there's nothing to combine with the constant, so we'll just leave that negative 8. So 12 minus 5. And there's the invisible 1 that we have to add in there. Minus 8 is equal to 0. So 12 minus 5 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So we have the two-step equation of 0 equals 8x minus 8. So, backtracking, there was a number. And I redid this. I kind of got interrupted here and had to redo this, so we're just going to, there we go, skip past that. Okay, there was a number. It was multiplied by 8. 8 was subtracted from it, and it became 0. So then we backtrack by adding 8 back and dividing by 8. Again, there was a number divided by 8, 8 was subtracted, it became 0, so we add 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So we've checked off x is equal to 1. We've checked off all three steps of simplifying and solving equations with like terms. Okay, now we're going to actually go to page 132 and do a couple of the problems. We're going to start with problem number 2. We don't need to use the distributive property, so we're going to go straight to step 2, which is combine like terms. We have 3 terms with x, and so we're just going to combine 8 minus 3 plus 4 is equal to negative 36. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 and 4 is 9, so we have 9x equals negative 36. This is just a one-step equation, so it requires just 2 boxes. There was a number. It was multiplied by 9. It became negative 36. So we divide by 9. A negative divided by a positive is negative, so the answer is negative 4. So we can check off that we didn't need step 1 and we did steps 2 and 3. Next we're going to do number 3. And I don't see any parentheses, so we don't need to use the distributive property. I am going to have to use a couple of colors because I see 2 types of terms. I see a y term and a constant term. So I'll use red for the y's and green for the constants. And at this point, I want to see if you can do this on your own, so I am going to, in just a couple seconds, fast forward. You may stop this video if you'd like and just see if you can get this right on your own. So in just a couple seconds, I'm going to fast forward up to the result. So did you get y is equal to 5? If so, I do want you to try one more example, which is example 4 using parentheses. So let's skip up to number 4. So y was equal to 5. On number 4, there are parentheses. Okay, so there are parentheses. 2 parentheses x minus 8. I have to use the distributive property first on those. So I get 2x minus 16. Now I can rewrite this as negative 21 equals 2x minus 16 plus 3x. I'm going to back that up, see if it will show my minus there. Let's try it again. 2x minus 16 plus 3x. So I have 2 terms with x. I'm going to underline those, combine those, so negative 21 equals 5x minus 16. So this is a 2-step equation. So we backtrack this. There was a number. it was multiplied by 5. 16 was taken away from it, and it became negative 21. So we add 16. And we get negative 5. And we divide by 5. Negative 5 divided by 5 is negative 1.